Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I won't be cooking Polish food. It will be more like an international food. I would like to invite you to cook with me lentil tomato soup. Very healthy and very delicious. There is a couple tips that I want to talk about. So those lentils I have, they look the same. Just the color is different. But one needs to be cooked for 20 minutes and the other one needs to be cooked for 10 minutes. So if you have your lentils, pay attention to the directions on the back. And on the end, if you like, you can put kale or spinach to it and have even more flavor, which is optional, but more vitamins. The other thing, you can use store-bought chicken broth or make your own broth. That's what I'm doing today. And the broth, it doesn't matter. Any of the one that you like, beef or chicken, or just bone broth, that's even better. So welcome again and thank you for watching. For my lentil tomato soup, I will need either chicken stock that you can buy from store or just making my own stock, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I have 3 chicken drumsticks, some veggies, parsnip, onion, celery head, carrots, so that will go into my pot for the chicken broth I'm making. And I will also use 1 cube of this beef bullion, but I always make sure there is no chemicals inside. Also what I need is a can, 14.5 of diced tomato paste, any choice of beans that you like, 3 or 4 garlic cloves. If you like onions, then you can put whole onion, or I put 3/4 of a medium onion in. And what I like to do is 15 minutes before my soup is ready, I like to saute those onions on a pan and then put it into my soup. Some diced carrots, lentils, and about 1.5 cups of lentils. I like to mix 2 different lentils. And also quinoa. And for the spices, salt and pepper, of course, pinch of Italian seasoning, pinch of paprika, and pinch of chili powder. And this is an optional choice. I like to have more spicy foods with my husband, so we do like that diced tomatoes with green chilies. But again, it's optional. If you like it on the mild side, then just keep this out of your soup. I have my pot, some water, my chicken, and now my veggies go in. And again, for those of you who rather buy chicken stock, you can skip that part. And as I mentioned before, I will put 1 cube of that bouillon here. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And why do I put it only 1 teaspoon for a whole pot? Because it is better to season your soup on the end. When it's almost done, taste it, and then you know exactly what else you need to make it the way you like it best. I will see you about an hour from now. If you do decide to cook your chicken stock yourself, don't be in a hurry. Put the meat in, veggies in, and go read a book. Talk to your husband, wife, make a phone call. Let it simmer slowly for at least an hour. Any soup is best cooked slow. The slow cooking develops even more intense flavor. When I cook soup, it takes me about 2 hours. When I make chicken noodle soup for my children, because they love it, it takes me about 2.5 hours. But it's worth it. Just take a break and do whatever you need to do. Come back to it. Set the alarm. See you in an hour. It has been an hour and now I want to crush my garlic because doing that releases more flavor, and I will put it in with my carrots. Now I will give it another 15 minutes and I will put my tomatoes and my lentils. And now it's time for my lentils. And again, pay attention to the package directions because some need to be cooked for 15-20 minutes and some only 8 to 10. So depends what kind of lentils you will put in. About 1.5 cups of lentils. And then since my quinoa requires 15 minutes, just like the other lentils I'll just put in, I can actually put it together. I'll let it cook for a few minutes now, 5-6, and I will put my vegetables in. So my tomatoes and the beans. And Next comes tomatoes, and I chose fire roasted tomatoes, and also I have some diced tomatoes with green chilies. I like it more spicy. It is your preference what kind of tomatoes you want to put in. Also, it's your preference what kind of beans you want to choose. Usually I put just the regular beans in water, but today I want to experiment. I'm gonna use the baked beans by Bush. See how it goes. So all of my veggies go in, and I will also put my spinach and kale. It looks a lot, but once it cooks a little bit, it won't be that much. And again, this is optional. As I mentioned before, I can put some kale and spinach, and I cut it a little bit smaller. This is the only time I can make my husband eat kale and spinach. He doesn't like those two. And he doesn't like arugula. So I'm happy that he likes that soup and it doesn't bother him. Honey, that's for you. So the time here, you really rely on the time that you have on your lentils. If they cook 10 minutes or if they cook, 15, 20 minutes, the quinoa. So that's how long it's gonna take for everything to be done. If some of you like your soup to be just like this on broth, clear broth, you don't do nothing else. As soon as the quinoa and lentils are soft, you can just turn it off, salt, pepper, any seasoning that you like. But I like it on the thicker side, so I will actually thicken the soup. And what I use is tomato paste. And I said in the beginning, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, but it's really up to you. If you like the tomato taste, you can put 3. You the cook, you are in your kitchen and you're making a soup for yourself. So as much as you like the tomato flavor, you be the judge and put as much as you want. So for me, it is about 6 more minutes. So my lentils are done. I can finish up now. And if I want to thicken my soup, like I said, flour and the tomato paste, some half and half, that's what I use. And if I don't mix it really well so it's nice and smooth, then I can use something like this and then just put it through it. But I did mix it well enough that I don't have to use it. Just want to to let you know that that's an option. And now I'm just gonna thicken my soup right now. Taste it, see if you need more salt, more pepper, some maybe soy sauce. Polish people love Maggi, and this is what it is. It's kind of like soy sauce for us Polish people. We love Maggi. My husband pours it on a teaspoon and just drinks it. He loves it so much. And that's it. Turn it off, wait a little bit, put it on a plate and taste it. So once you try it, salt, pepper, any seasoning you like, you can add some soy sauce. Polish people love Maggi, and it's very similar to soy sauce. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will put some in. Taste it, and that's all. You know when it's enough. I have shredded my chicken meat, and I put it in. And if you want to garnish it with some parsley, you can do that as well. So now I'm gonna share my meat with 2 other children that I have. Lily, Bella, where are you? Come on. Good girl, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, give me paw. Good girl. Give me paw. Good girl. Here you go, baby. Give me paw. Thank you. Give me paw. Thank you. Good girl. Here you go. Nothing goes to waste. So finally, it cooled off a little bit, enough for me to eat it. And I was actually looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed the soup. Bon appetit, smacznego, and until next time. The fire roasted tomatoes and the chilies. It has a little kick to it. Great. If you decide to make your own chicken broth, don't be in a hurry. Oh, excuse me, I gotta take my buns out. Where are my gloves? apologize. So now it cooled off just enough for me to finally eat it. I mean, it's delicious. It was actually my husband who told me maybe you should cook that soup because it's been a while, so we missed it. Do you want to try a soup?